Hello, my name is Taylor Snowden. This is my food presentation for Philosophy of Food. So, first of all, I have never filmed a video like this ever. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I think I'm going to do it like a vlog style. I'm going to be doing a pesto recipe. Now, this isn't like a traditional family recipe. My family doesn't really have those. There's a few recipes that my dad has made throughout the years, but nothing that really goes back like generations. So I just decided to do a really good recipe that I found on Google. So right now we're gonna go to H-E-B and get some parsley, and then I will show you how to make it. So let's go. I just dropped a bunch of parsley in the store. That was so embarrassing, but I got it. So we are good to go. We're gonna be getting the basil for the pesto right here from my garden. I got my first branch. I'm just going to go through and snip off any leaves that have pest damage, or they're maybe dying. This one has some sort of pest damage. I'll just either cut the whole leaf off or just cut off the damaged part. First, I'm going to rinse the basil on the stems, and we're gonna rinse them 3 times. Buddy, oh my god, oh my god. You know it's fresh when there's a worm on it. Okay, the caterpillar has been relocated. Now we're going to separate the leaves from the stems. And I do like to use the flowers because they are edible. Now that we have 2 cups of loosely packed basil, we are moving on to our parsley. And we're just going to separate, we're going to do the same thing, we're going to separate the leaves from the stems until we have 1 cup of loosely packed parsley. I've never done this before, but I heard that if you blanch your greens before making the pesto keeps that vibrant green color. So I'm gonna try that today. So you blanch the greens for 15 seconds in some boiling water. Press those down. 15. And then you put them in ice water to stop them from cooking. So I just read that blanching the greens will keep them more vibrant longer, but it makes the pesto taste blander. So I don't do that. I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm going to go back in with some fresh greens and add those. We want 1/4 of a cup of chopped almonds, 1/2 a cup of olive oil, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. About 4 teaspoons. Now we want 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. Now that we have all of our ingredients measured out, we are going to put them in a food processor. So first let's start with some greens. Just go little by little. Let's do some Parmesan cheese. garlic. Lemon juice, lemon zest, and salt are all in here. Go ahead and add the rest of everything. 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm just gonna eyeball it. So I like black pepper in my pesto, so I'm also gonna add some of that. And we're done. It's super creamy. It has a really beautiful bright green color. And it tastes delicious. So my favorite thing to have this pesto on is pasta, but it's also really great on sandwiches and with crackers. You can use it for a lot of different things. Now a little bit goes a long way. So I like this recipe because of the lemon juice and the lemon zest specifically. It really makes the pesto very bright. It really adds like another layer to the flavors. I'm not a cook, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it does. But why did I choose this recipe? I chose this recipe because I have some really great memories associated with the first time that I made this pesto. So first of all, where I work at a farm, and we had like way too much basil and parsley left over. I had a great time like harvesting all of that with my friends. So I took like a giant bucket of parsley and basil home. So I had this like huge pesto making party, and I found this recipe and it was just amazing. And I ended up getting 4 to 6 big jars of pesto. It was so much. So that brings me to the next reason that I made this recipe, because I had all this pesto. I didn't know what to do with it. So I texted some of my best friends and asked them if they wanted some, and they did. And well, it gave us an excuse to see each other because this was like mid-quarantine. It was really nice to see them, but also there was something special about having grown this food, harvested it, making it into something, and then giving it to some of my favorite people. There was something really special about that for me. They all really loved it, and they said it was like the best pesto they ever had, and their families loved it. So yeah, I just have some good memories from this pesto. Seriously, so good, guys. You should really try it. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope it didn't give you motion sickness. I hope you guys try out the recipe, and I cannot wait to try out yours. Thank you. I'm sweating. Oh, it's the cutest spider. Oh, now that add those to I'm gonna add those. Oh my gosh. Yeah.